All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. That's right. Today we're doing a review on this guy, the CJRB Rhea, and this is the OD Green micarta version. And if you're wondering why I've got so many other stickers here on the table, that's because this is JB from Big Red EDC's knife. And so I'd like to thank him very much for his advice, his friendship, and for sending some knives for me to review, and especially this guy. Let me tell you, I have had my eye on this guy for a long time, and I just hadn't picked it up yet. But once he sent it, and I carried it for a couple days, I was in awe. So much so that my wife heard me a few times, and when my birthday came around this weekend, she picked up this one for me. So when I send this guy back to JB, I get to keep this one. So this is the OD Green micarta, and this is the carbon fiber. They have two different steels. The micarta has the new Artisan proprietary budget steel, which I think you can see, if I can get it to focus. There you go. The AR RPM9 steel. And this guy has Sandvig 12C27, which is a very good budget steel. I'm very impressed in both cases with how they've, mostly I've cut paper, opened a couple boxes. I think I did a little bit of carving, but, either way, super thin, slicey blades. Look at that grind. They are not crowned on the top. They're flat, which is actually fine for a little knife like this. I really, really like it. So tell you what, I'm going to put one down here for a minute, and we're going to focus on JB's here for a minute. So the blade length, so people keep calling this a little tiny knife, but let me tell you, this is almost a 3-inch blade, 2.95. Very capable. So it's thin here on the handle, which means it just disappears in your pocket. But at the same time, I get an incredible grip on this guy. It's almost a 4-inch. It's like 3.8 and some change on the handle length. And I think the overall, is 6.8 inches. But man, I get a really good, you can get a good pinch grip. You can get a really terrific finger grip or a thumb grip. Just really good. And as you can see, a little bit sticking out here at the bottom of my hand. And that's with being choked down just a little bit. So, people call it a small knife. Now, I'm going to say something controversial here. I have held a CRKT CEO multiple times, and I've not gotten it because it just felt too rounded and thin at the handle for my hand. But this has some similarities. The thumb stud just cut in to the handle there with the notch is absolutely perfect. And look how it flies open and that great action. And both of them are just like this. I mean, they just absolutely trying to do this with one hand here. Here we go. There we go. Just flies open, and they both have terrific action on them. So again, just a great little knife. Now, these pocket clips, the only thing I noticed up front was they felt a little loose and springy, but I'm telling you, I love the shape, and I love how it's a nice deep, nothing will be sticking out when it's in your pocket. It is pretty much flush. And just great in that regard. So I really like the pocket clip, and I didn't have any issues with retention at all. In both cases, they're pretty good on the centering. They both might be just slightly off to the show side, if you look there. But, it's nothing that's rubbing, nothing even close. There's plenty of room there. No issues whatsoever in that regard. And the workmanship here, just the way the micarta meets the liners, nice and rounded off. Now, there's rounded edges on the carbon fiber. It is different because the micarta is rounded and this is flat on the carbon fiber. So let me tell you, on the micarta, very grippy micarta. I mean, this is, it's smooth, but at the same time, you can feel that texture of the micarta, and it's not going anywhere. So you would think, okay, well, look, that carbon fiber looks kind of, there we go. Looks kind of smooth. It is. It does look, and it's beautiful, by the way. looks very smooth, but man, I'm telling you, I get a very clean grip. You can even hear that. It's very grippy. It's not going anywhere in my hand. So in both cases is great. So this guy is only 2.12 ounces, both of them are. And part of the reason is you can see the milling, the skeletonization in the liner. If I can get it to focus, there we go. And so you can see that just very clean. Now I'll tell you, there's a little difference on the lockup here on these two. So if you look at the carbon fiber one, that lockup is almost dead on. And if you look at the micarta one, it's a little off to the side there. It's still not going anywhere, but it's worth noting. So I don't know if that's just this particular knife or what, but it's worth noting. But both feel very secure. Don't cut yourself, but they're not going anywhere. So anyway, just great little knives. I am incredibly impressed. This to me is almost a perfect budget EDC carry. So budget. All right, so I'm going to give you prices from Smoky Mountain Knife Works because that's where my wife bought this one. In both cases, it is currently out of stock, but I bet it will be back soon. This one is actually $25.99 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Now, I saw it for something like $33 at Blade HQ, but $25.99 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This guy is $42 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and I didn't really do any comparison there. But either way, incredibly budget. I mean, for micarta and carbon fiber, incredible budget options. The one thing I didn't really get to mention, the satin finish on these blades, look at that. It's just beautiful. And I love the way it's shaped, almost like a Canadian belt knife or something. That belly, that nice deep belly is just terrific for slicing. One of my favorite blade shapes. Again, that's why it just spoke to me. And I'm so thankful for JB for loaning me this one and for my wife for getting this. So again, thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel. And hey, if you're not subscribed, please check out some more of my videos, and hopefully you'll want to stick around and subscribe. And have plenty more videos to come, some really good ones. So appreciate all your support. Give me a comment, ask any questions, and thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel.